Yo, 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 what's happening? Hope you're all having a fantastic day out there. Big topic today. What do you guys think of the tile? I think the guys did a phenomenal job. I think we're entering a new sort of year, new sort of, what do you call it? New updated market. And I think a big message I want to send to you guys today is we have to move with this market as it moves. NFTs came in a year, 2 years ago, and basically created this crazy hype, got filled with a bunch of junk, and now, getting filtered out. We're starting to lose all the junk. We're starting to get rid of all of that. But ultimately, the technology behind NFTs made sense. Things that really make difference in this world right now, and creating a whole new industry. But we got to understand that hype comes first and a whole bunch of junk comes first with it. Okay. The big benefits of that is obviously you hit an industry that explodes extremely fast. We saw that with NFTs. We saw the absolute eruption. And what it actually ended up doing was it ended up sparking the whole market to go absolutely ballistic. So these big narratives that come in to these sort of things, they play big roles, but we need to understand the model and the system behind them. And reason why I'm talking about that, I think AI is going to be a huge part and possibly a big spark to next year's true bull run. May it come sooner, may come slightly later, we shall see. Ultimately, we need another catalyst. We need another huge thing. Previously, it was NFTs and it was DeFi. And now what I'm seeing is, now we've had projects, we've had AI projects for the last 2 years. They've been around, they've been building. Now AI is starting to explode. Okay. And we're starting to see that even though we have a Bitcoin accumulating and we know that the market's going to accumulate for a while, does not mean that these new narratives are not going to explode in that time. They are going to bring in a bunch of dumb money. They are going to bring in all these hype. So we know as a long-term view on these things, the next cycle is the best time to buy them for prop because they're going to filter out everything. But right now, this is where huge money is to be made. So what I'm doing in the show is I'm going to give you my top tokens that I'm looking at for gaming, because gaming is a huge one that's moving as well. And they've been filtered out. So gaming is slightly ahead of AI when it comes to cycles. Think about it. When a new industry comes, it goes through the junk phase, it gets filtered out, and then it goes through the building phase. Those that survived throughout the filtering out process are the ones that truly thrive. And I think gaming's getting to that point now where so much junk was pushed out. Now there's still some quality that's remaining. And those are the ones that are going to offer huge gains and ones that we seriously want to accumulate through those times. And then we got the AI. The difference of the AI, though, is I'm helping you guys with TPs. We're taking profits on the first run. Because right now, what I've seen is I jump through TikTok, I jump through all these social media platforms, and I see AI exploding everywhere. This is something that's going to get the youth in. It's something that's going to get everyone excited in. And why would they do it on crypto? Because of the tokenization, because of the blockchain, because of, guys, I can even get to a point where I can train an AI bot to answer exactly like me. If there's any questions in the school, if there's anything like that, it's my answers. It's exactly what I would answer. But if I'm not there to respond at that time, the bot, the AI thing can respond exactly like Sheldon the Sniper to the people that need it. Like, do you just understand how fast this can move? It kind of feels like the world is speeding up extremely, like it feels like we're about to go on turbo mode and everything's about to explode really fast. So this AI is going to create something big. So I want to go through those tokens. I'm going to go through Bitcoin quickly on the shorter time frame as well to give you an understanding that we have Powell speaking later and we have interest rates coming in 2 days. So we've got to be prepared for that. The market's come off a nice little bullish run over the last few days. And ultimately, we do expect, if things don't go well, perfect TP points at this area and buying back lower. We range trading now. We're making money up, making coins down, and we've got to stick with that mentality for a while on the higher time frame until we break major things. So I'm going to give you guys a market update. We're going to prep for how we're going to trade this week, but then I'm also giving you my major gaming tokens and my AI tokens. Another 4-minute intro. James, stop wasting my time here, brother. Push the button.
Click. Have you heard the news? What? With his finger on the pulse, it's like Sheldon knew. Click. When the sniper shoots, we got Sheldon on the charts, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. So enter the sniper, click. Time to be dedicated, sniper mode is activated. Explosions in the market are in target and Sheldon demonstrates. Mirror on the wall, Master Sheldon tell us all. We got Sheldon on the chart, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, Sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper. He marks the charge right. Enter the sniper. He's calling the cycles. Enter the sniper. Click, click. Enter the sniper. Enter the sniper.
Yo, Banter fam, how we doing? How we doing? So guys, first thing, if you are in South Africa, we're getting a way that we can do it around the world, but for now it starts in South Africa. I want you to comment below this video. Say something nice. Give me some tokens. Give me some love. Show lots of love. We need love this year, and we're going to be giving away some cool ass BYBIT and Sniper merchandise. I have so much of it. So if you want some nice hoodies, some nice it's not caps, hoodies, vests, shirts, anything like that, show love. Show love, show love, show love, show love. I'll be selecting from the comments tomorrow to give that away for you guys in South Africa. Remember, guys, school is closed. So if the next cohort starting in Feb, when it starts in Feb, and you want to be a part of it, sign up with one of our exchange links below, put $100 in it. Simple. Next, when I do another video for school and I'm ready to start, you go register and you get in fast, because we now have a waiting list of 3,800 people. That's above the full class already. So it's exploding quick, guys. I've made it even better. I'm only going to keep making it better, and it's going to be incredible. So the way you do that, guys, is you look below in the description. You will find that we either have a Binance, a OKX, a Bitget, or a BYBIT link. Sign up with those. Deposit. You need an exchange anyway. Remember, you get discounts on trading fees. You get sign-up bonuses, all the different things that you can have a look at. You can choose. The way I use it is I use one exchange for a certain business, for a car business, one for a house. So I have all of these because I use them for specific reasons. Some of them trade smaller accounts for me. Some of them trade bigger. I use Binance for bigger amounts of money because the volume. So you can sort of have a look at that. Remember, guys, also to go subscribe to my channel, Sheldon the Sniper. Go show some love. We got a really amazing things. I'm starting, what's it called? The ice bucket. Not the ice thing, the cold immersions. I'm starting that next week. Next week, I start getting my ass cold at 7 in the morning, because apparently it makes it great. I'm starting new eating plans. I'm starting the gym. I'm starting many different things to try evolve Sniper this year and keep mentally strong. And I'm going to share that whole process on my personal channel. Okay, guys, let's quickly smash through all of this stuff. I don't want it to be too much of a long show. Let's get through this quick and let's all have a fantastic day. So right now, as it speaks on Bitcoin, we look on the daily, moving, not out of full bullish momentum just yet. So it's just teaching you again, profit taking throughout these. We're going to be here for a while. I'll show you guys the charts yesterday on Bitcoin. We're still in a long weekly wedge. So it means we're going to accumulate for a while. So don't get too ahead of yourself that this is the bull run just yet. Expect this for the next few months. You know, maybe the range gets bigger and stuff at times, but just expect it. So what I'm expecting now is I basically took a Fibonacci from this top point over here to the bottom. Okay. And ideally what did happen in the last move is we did start to make lower lows. So it's very clear right now we're making a move up, but it's pretty likely that we're going to make a lower high. And ultimately after that, we're going to see if we make a higher low, then it's good. We can start making our way to the higher ranges. For now, we are not safe. So it's just indicating again, if you have a trading portfolio, remember your long-term is your long-term. It's something you're leaving now and you don't care about that now. You just want to build that and make that bigger. But if you have money now that's in trading accounts and money you can't afford to lose and money that you want to grow, you know, focus on a TP strategy. And this is what I'm doing currently. I think that we can have a slight continuation push at the moment. There's a trend line, a backup trend line, which I'll give you guys now, an emergency line in case we don't reach the target. But I'm looking at Bitcoin make its way probably to around 17.5. This is the 618. And ideally, what it's showing here is to indicate a lower high. And then I think we're going to make our way down. Now, on the way down, I don't think Bitcoin's going down to the lower ranges just yet. We will see on the support trend. But basically, the way I'm painting the picture, you always want to be a step ahead. You want to plan. And if things go slightly against your plan, you got backups. That's fine. But you need a roadmap to understand what you're going to do when something happens. And ultimately, for me, I'm looking at something like this. Okay. And then from that, if this support trend holds, we can then go chase a higher high and make it to this little area over here. So my area that I'm looking at now is around about the 17,500. And that's just the 618, a simple Fibonacci tool that is extremely accurate. So a little bit more growth to the upside and then a pullback. Reason being is we have stochastic RSI. Also look at stochastic RSI on the overbought. So on the daily chart, you can see very clearly we're on an overbought right now. And ultimately, I'm never buying at these stages. I'm looking at areas to obviously TP and take some profits. But then I'm looking to accumulate more at the oversold area over here. So right now, we are in a lower high. It could indicate we lose this and possibly go with the lower down. That's why it's better for me to look at taking profits right now. And then we will focus on a trend line for lower targets. But right now, no buying. Buying's coming, and it's not too long. It's probably 5 days, 6 days, and then we're buying some badass positions again. But for now, that's what it's sort of painting the picture to. Now, if we quickly take a look at that, and the reason why I'm saying that, I think we're going to have, I may be wrong, but if I am wrong, there is time. I think we're going to have a stock market pullback. Now, the stock market has already hit the 618. So I took it from the top to the bottom, and right now we hit the 618. And it looks like, to me, the stock market's going to retrace. It looks like the stock market's going to make its way down. I don't think it's a huge down just yet, but it does look like it's going to make its way down to these areas over here. If not a fake out and we do go lower, but ideally we did make the higher high. So for me, I'm expecting this little pullback down. We've hit the 618. So what it's indicating is Powell's speech tonight doesn't go so great, possibly. 4 p.m. South African time. So what's that in 2.5 hours? 2.5 hours. So if you are looking at TPing and it's close to these areas, guys, it may shoot a little bit up before that. But, you know, for me, I would bank some profits going into the news because right now it's not looking too strong. And the chart that's sort of concerning me is definitely the dollar index, the DXY. Now, this is good on a sense of long time frame. We have got an important chart, and that chart is the 50 and the 200. We're getting a death cross on the daily on the Dixie on the dollar index. So for the next 6 months, it's good. It just means, you know, possibly downside, more thing like bullish for the market. But if we zoom in now, this has been coming down for a while, and I'm on the weekly chart, and we are extremely oversold on the dollar index. Now, I do think from here we make a lower high, but it's basically showing me a bounce. And if you have a look at the weekly, you can see the support that we're currently in over here. You know, the dollar's done extremely big things over the last few months. And ultimately, if it bounces here, you know, it's just indicating, again, stock market pullback, you know, possible crypto pullback too. So be very aware of that at the moment. And that's basically it when it comes to USDT dominance, still in trend right now. So this can bounce at any point. So just confirming again, focus on some TPs, guys. With many of the tokens, let's actually have a look. It's been crazy. Gala Games, been wild. Look at these two. We're having a look at Aptos now to see what's happening. Don't ape into it, but we're looking at, I know Run's going to cover it on his show later. And FTT, we're quite surprised. What's happening over there? Why is FTT all of a sudden, you know, where's Sam? What's happening there? So we're going to keep eye on these. We never chase them, but we're going to see what's happening. And if Aptos, these big things are happening there, we'll get some decent pullbacks. But let's jump into the bigger conversation, guys. I got, you know, right now I'm looking at TPs and I'm focusing on Bitcoin, you know, get some TPs, get out of the market right now. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you. Is reason being is if we look at Bitcoin dominance, let me show you here right now as it stands. So what we're going to start doing, guys, is if you do have an exchange link, you get onto our Discord. And I'm going to start doing show update charts. So any of these informative charts, we can just pop them there so you can actually get the chart yourself and you can copy it. But right now, you always want to stay relevant to the market. And the market's doing something very simple, okay? When the market's bullish, dominance is coming down, altcoins are pumping, okay? And then when the markets are bearish, altcoins are dumping hard. So we can see that very clearly. Altcoins are ripping when the things are down. And what we can see over here is we can see the daily RSI is oversold on the Bitcoin dominance. And we can see Bitcoin's getting to resistance. So it's a very indication now, if Bitcoin gets rejected here soon as what we're seeing, you know, dominance is going to spike up. So altcoins are going to fall. So right now it's still following that metric. When altcoins are strong when bullish, altcoins are extremely weak when bearish. So keep that in mind. It's just another thing for you. And you know what could be good from here is a pullback from Bitcoin, go back to the areas, and then we go again. You know, same thing. So get out of altcoins, protect yourself throughout those times. Yeah, cool. So let's jump into the big ones. The big ones, I actually want to get some gaming tokens from you guys. I don't have a crazy list of gaming because I'm still nervous of diversifying too much in the gaming. Let's speak about the big ones. Okay, let's speak about AI tokens. For me, this is an exciting industry. I just see how the youth and I just see how the people are getting excited. Same as what NFT did. NFT brought a lot of eyes to crypto. And I think AI is going to do the exact same. So the first one that we have over here is Singularity. Okay, it's AGIX USDT. Okay, now what this is showing, it's showing right now they're catching a little bit of hype. Okay, so we are getting these AI tokens that are pumping and all these sort of things. It's showing that the breakout for AI on a lot of these is coming in the next 2 months. So what it gives for us is, firstly, if you want to trade it, extremely volatile. So I'll go through that, but it's giving us a little bit of time to accumulate these tokens. Okay, you can see they've been around for a while. It's not like they haven't been around. They've been around for a while, and the same as NFTs. NFTs were out in when? 2018. 2017 NFTs came out. They only pumped in 2021. So it's beautiful because you're not getting it straight away in the beginning in this crap over here. You're coming this now at a beautiful stage. And AI, we can definitely see starting to move really strong. So what we're looking at here, this is one of the tokens that I'm looking to accumulate. Now, on the daily on Bitcoin, I'm expecting a pullback. On this pullback, I am loading up on some AI tokens. And the first one here, which is around about 5.5 cents, okay? And this is around about $60 or $70 million market cap. So you want to look at the market cap as well. And realistically, I believe AI tokens, the ones and the companies that hit, are definitely going to go to the billions. Like there's no doubt about it if they top in the industry. So if you look at that, anywhere under 100 and stuff like that is great. Now these are patience, high risk part of your things, smaller parts of your money, but obviously the gains are insane. And for this token, I'm looking between a 10 and a 20x. I'm putting it in that category, and that's sort of the area of where I'm working on my TPs for this token. But what it's showing me is there's a bit more time of accumulation until March, and then we can have the true breakout. And now I'm not saying that this thing breaks all-time high in the next 3 months. Maybe AI goes absolutely wild and it does, which I won't be surprised. The AI right now has small money, so it can explode very quickly because there's still a lot. There's billions and billions and billions in crypto. So in a small industry like this, it can still move a lot throughout those times. But ideally, what I'm setting out here is this one. I'm looking between a 10 and a 20x. And if you have a look, I want to accumulate by the time we break this main resistance on the weekly. Okay, now run these tokens that I'm doing right now. Watch Run show in 2.5 hours from now. He's doing all the fundamentals on these, explaining what they actually do, what they are, all these sort of things. So we're working together today. I'm giving you guys the TA on them. He's going to give you exactly what they are. Guys, don't miss this shit. Because if you got into NFTs right, the big thing though, AI, the first wave is going to be a bunch of crap. It's going to go crazy. It's going to bring tons of people in. It's going to be tons of money in. And 90% of it's going to be junk. Okay. But we're early and we're making money. We're getting out. Only after that, it'll be filtered out. And then the real AI projects will be built, and then it will explode from there. How long until some scammer makes AI Inu on Binance Smart Chain? True. It's about to get wild. So this is the first one for me in my accumulation area, which is around about 4.5 to 5.5 in, gives me 1,200% back to highs. This is only, it's crazy actually. It's only at like I think 600 million market cap or something like that. I believe these things can go into the billions. I definitely do. So I'm diversifying to 4 of them. 4 of them. All right, this one's 137. Okay, cool. Then the next one. Okay, now we can start to see, interest is starting to happen here. Look at this. Been around for a while. VAIOT. It says VAIOT. VAIOT is the token. This one already looking good. Breakout, fantastic. Do you see this accumulation, guys? Everything follows a beautiful market cycle. Say again? 21 million. So this is a big one. This is a really big one. And ultimately, what I'm expecting, I think this little pump on AI is a scam pump right now. Shit, little pump's not the real one. The real one comes for me in the next month or two. But ultimately, this brings this back down to around about the 5 cent area. It's about 50% down from where it is right now. So that's why I don't want to buy it now. But from that area of accumulation, my next small resistance over here is at 2,000%. After that, I'm looking at a 4,000%, and an all-time high is 6,000% on this move. Okay, this is only a 21. Now 60x on that, on a 21 thing. It's what is it? A couple hundred. But basically, when it comes to market caps, it makes sense, and it can definitely hit these crazy areas and these actual crazy targets on these things. But like I said, runs doing the fundamentals on these looking good. So this is the next big one for me, guys. Be patient for these buys. But I'm using small capital. If I just took profits on Gala Games, if I just took profits on Solana, if I just took profits on the Big That move, I'm taking 5% of it and I'm buying these damn 4 tokens. I'm accumulating, I'm holding that money, and I'm accumulating these areas. I'm telling you, we need a catalyst and we need something that's going to create the next run, and you need to be ahead of the game. This, I'm telling you, we can be ahead of the AI game. We can be early. VAIOT. IBM. Backed by IBM. Fantastic. Amazing. Okay. Next one. Fetch. Great. Look at this one. Boom. It's TP time now. If you got Fetch, take your damn profits. But what I'm expecting again, so these tokens have all done 200, 300% over the last few days. I'm expecting a 50% drop on this next pullback. I'm expecting dominance to spike up. I'm expecting altcoins to get hurt again. Nothing different than what we've seen over the last few weeks. But this one for me comes down to around the 10% area. So it's basically showing a 33% drop. And that between 9 and 11 cents is my accumulating zone. This one is the more, what do you want to say, safer play for me. Higher market cap, these sort of things. And if you have a look over here, we still have a little bit of time. Not much, but basically around Feb and March is the break of this major trend. And for me, the first target is a 500% and the next one's a 1000%. But for me, I would split them evenly, guys. I wouldn't, even if the one showing, like the last token I showed you, can be a 4,000% gainer. If I have $1,000, I'll still put 250, 250, 250, 250 in accumulating areas. So this is the next one for me. Have a look. Weekly stocks at the top. The pullback is coming. Here we load up. I'm telling you guys, this is going to be a big one. I really think it's going to be a massive one. The next one is Matrix L, MAN, USDT. Have a look over now. At resistance right now. So cash is coming down. So we're not buying right now, but we're prepping. The next buy for me is 0.007. So it's not even a cent just yet throughout these times. Now I'm seeing rejection. I'm seeing it come here. I'm accumulating here. And then we can see the moves. The move of up to 1,300% to the next resistance. Guys, do you not see the market cap? The market cycle that I've shown you guys many times. You can see it over here. It comes down, goes sideways. This is what I'm expecting Bitcoin to do this year. I'm just going to do it in a range, but I expect it to go sideways. Like, we're going to make money trading it, but I'm expecting sideways. These things are following, but these are ready. Bitcoin hasn't been doing this. Bitcoin's only like here. All these tokens have already been accumulating throughout these times. Like, it's crazy how they prep a run so much before. So this one, guys, be very high risk, super high risk, very small capital. It's only a $3 million market cap. Tiny. You're diversifying because 2 of these things can fail. Of course they can. But diversifying in this one, 3 million market caps, tiny. Tiny. If it's a huge project, I know Run's speaking about it later. This is possible 100x if it's a huge, great project to do those things. But use profits from every other trade. And that's why I'm splitting between 4 tokens. But this one's huge. Only a $3 million market cap. That's incredible. That's crazy. So those are my 4 AI tokens. Singularity, VAIOT USD, Fetch, and the MAN USDT. So these are the ones that I take from the research call in the morning from the guys that are running fundamentals on these things. They're not just random charts or random things. These are the top players in AI at the moment. And these are the ones I'm telling you, we need a catalyst. And for me, this one and gaming comes back to life. It kind of feels like gaming was getting going and was getting started. And then it sort of got stopped at the time. And it kind of feels gaming is going to have another serious run. So like I said it again, screw Gala Games right now. I'm ready for the next one, the higher time frame one. We have a weekly one, which I'm expecting a rejection now, but I'm expecting around Feb and March, I'm expecting a Decentraland breakout, the one I spoke about yesterday on the weekly. When this closes outside, you open those damn beautiful lungs, you put a stop under the areas over here, and my targets, I'm looking at a 400%. Now, these will turn out to be 2-year holds, definitely. You got to have a gaming section, you got to have an AI section, you got to have a DeFi section, you got to have a smart contract section, you got to have Bitcoin, you got to have all of these different things in your portfolio, definitely in your long term. So for me, this one, gaming, huge. It's 11 to a 12x back to all-time high. We will maybe take profits earlier. We'll soon see. We want to snipe those damn entries. Snipe those entries, and then when we're making the money, we can decide where we want to actually take the TPs. But for me, this one's soon. And if Bitcoin has to pull back over the next few days, the RSI is still looking good here. So this one could happen in the next 2-3 weeks, and it's very near. So ignore the games that are doing 100% right now. Ignore the ones that stuff. Let's catch the ones that are early. Sand, same thing. Replica chart, same chart. They're doing the exact same thing. It's like they're twins. Same thing. This one's big. We're looking at a 560%, and we're looking at 11x. Exactly the same. But have your gaming section ready. Don't buy the junk anymore. These guys are surviving. I'm sure they're building a lot more than what they're thinking. And, they've already been through the cycle. The junk is being flushed out right now. All those crap games, and I've said, I even gave some of these tokens on the show last week. Like, I was in so many, and I'm still in so many, and they're absolutely gone. Hey, Craig, how's the gaming section been? Like, my gaming thing got destroyed. So I'm keeping it to a solid 3 to 5 tokens. I'll give myself 2 leeways to be a degen. We are degens for the bull market. But for now, I'm looking at that. PYR, big one for me. Vulcan Forge, look at it right now. So this one's the best valued one right now to slightly accumulate. I do think it's going to come lower. I do think it's going to come another 10, 50% down when Bitcoin retraces now. And I'm accumulating more. My first target's 100%, which is big. And then you start looking at 600%. Guys, it's beautiful. I want to remind you again where you're at. But what's nice to see here, guys, is the market, these tokens are accumulating. They're doing what Bitcoin still needs to do. Bitcoin just came out of this and it's here somewhere. These are accumulating. This is a really good part of the market cycle that you want to be in throughout these times. So Vulcan Forge is the next big one that I'm looking at. I think Gala Games is still big. We're just going to catch it a lot cheaper than what it is right now. So Gala is definitely on my radar as well. And then I want to see what you guys think. What do you guys think? Theta, yes. Super, yes. Problem with those, I don't know if they're falling slightly behind. UFO, I don't know, guys. I kind of feel they're good. I just feel they're slightly behind right now. PYRs could be freaking huge. I agree. I definitely agree. Gala, shorts on Gala. So, guys, a short's coming. Let's actually speak for a second on some trades, right? You guys want to trade. You want to trade. So remember to trade, guys. You can short the market. You need to learn how to short if you want to trade both ways. Otherwise, longs, you're only longing in 2 weeks again. Once you've taken TPs now. If you want to short, you go to the futures exchange, the futures platform on any of your exchanges, and you go 1x. If you don't want to take any leverage, you want to get liquidated, then don't. 1x and you can short. Very simple. Or you can do the spot method where you sell high and you buy your tokens back cheaper. So it just means you're getting to dollars when the market's pumped, and you buy back more tokens when it's down, and you build more tokens. So shorts are coming up in many different ways. And let's actually look at that scenario quickly on Bitcoin, on everything right now, because I think there's going to be, right now, this is my target for Bitcoin, and I showed you guys that. But basically, if I start to track this, it is sort of starting to move in this momentum. And when we lose that momentum will be my sort of, I'm not even showing a chart, guys. NAKA as well. NAKA is my small gem. So NAKA, I'm adding to that too, guys. NAKA, I'm definitely adding to that, to it too. Nakamoto's is huge. That's still an 80 to a 90x. It's just too expensive right now. Buy it when it's 50% cheaper than what it is right now. It's too expensive. So let's actually speak about this. So the short that I'm prepping, guys, it's going to take a little bit more time, though. It's going to take a little bit more time. I'm prepping for Solana short in the next few days. It's going to take time, though. It's showing probably around the 15th only. So another 5 days I have to wait. But I'm prepping a huge short. I'm just building a huge ass position for the short. Not to say it's going to be a crazy drop, but I think the possible lows may be in. But I think we're going to catch a short around the $17, $18 mark. And I'm looking at around a 30% short. So be aware of that. Right now, if you're looking at some sort of trades, AVAX, so this is a really nice one to look at for some trades. You got that momentum line over there. If Bitcoin gets rejected, remember, if Bitcoin explodes and the news comes good, that's great. We're going to wait for the pullback and go longs again, no problem. But ultimately, wait for the trend breaks and wait for Bitcoin to break that trend too. And then the shorts are on. So AVAX will be one of my favorite ones to short if we get to those areas and we start to break trends. Reason being is, look at this. It's still in a way lower high, and nothing is stopping this thing from going back to these range lows, if not even lower. which is quite crazy. So AVAX. So guys, the best way, if you want to trade right now, you know that longing right now is way more higher risk than shorting. It's clear in your face. Why? Because every single daily 12-hour, 8-hour RSIs are all sitting at the top. So you want to find a coin that you can get at least 4 to 5 touches on and support. You want to find a token that's been going up like this now. You want to stick to one time frame. Don't. And you want to find a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful one. One that's easy in your face. And when it breaks, you're laddering in. You're either going 50% on the break. I go 100% at the moment because I don't have time to sit and ladder in all the time. So I go, when this breaks over here, I go 100% in, stop loss here. And as soon as it makes that secondary high and it comes down, I put that trend line in and I move my stops as this makes its way down. I have my areas over here, which are my TP zones, which are great. And basically I use the nice little structure on many of those. So for me, I'm focusing on a Solana and an AVAX short through for the next little push down. Another token for gaming, guys, Immutable X. I'll chart that tomorrow and get that one moving for you guys tomorrow as well. Nakamoto. Guys, who bought it? Boom! Make some money. One of my only true portfolio gainers over the last few weeks is gaming, guys. I'm telling you. So NAKA is a big one as well. It's just too expensive right now. NAKA around 9 cents is sort of my accumulating area. Look at this. Look at it. Big one. Japanese gaming platform. I love them very much. I'm accumulating. I use profits to accumulate them, but this for me is my gem. I'm planning on turning $10,000 into $1.5 million. That's my goal with NAKA. And that's not even to all-time highs, which is quite crazy. So this one I still think is a gem. I still think Scallop's a gem. I still think PBX Paribus is also gems as well. These are just like 1-2% of your portfolio, but these are the ones that can seriously make you crazy gains throughout those times. So NAKA is one that we smashed and we got that really well. So what I'm going to do tomorrow, guys, is buy Phantasma is also good. This is also good. Okay. Oh, is that the Sol, the one you were speaking about? Okay, so what I'm going to do, game plan, guys, game plan for the week. Powell's going to speak in the next 2.5 hours. We're going to see if we can get rejection, okay? If we do get rejection, we start to break supports. Tomorrow, we're going to take some trades. We're going to take 1 or 2 shorts and those things together, make some dollars in this time. Then what we're going to do is we're going to start prepping for the longs if the market holds the right areas. We have the interest rates coming up as well. So maybe things go bad tonight. They form a little bit of a pullback, and ultimately things go great on Thursday with interest rate. And from that, we get fantastic longs. So every day when I have time where the market, yesterday I said I'm waiting for a pullback and the market's slightly pulling back on that right now. I filled today with a good show on how we can do long time frame, focus on our long term, where we're going to split our money. And you're going to get a very different version of Sheldon, where we're going to shift between trading and long term and macro. And I'm going to bring you guys different, interesting shit every day, not the same things of dominance, USDT dominance. I'm changing, I'm evolving, I'm learning how to be that. So guys, have a fantastic day. AI, I think it's the next catalyst. I really do. Watch Run Show. Watch it. Have a fantastic day. Love you all. Much love, and fam. Cool.